So what can you say? I mean, it was a game for the ages. I mean, it's just a surreal moment right now, and it's just one of those games that, I mean, takes you a lifetime to be part of one of those sometimes. And obviously, I mean, hats off to Fort Lewis. They were really good. They were unbelievable. I mean, I think the two of the best players RMAC's seen in a long time, and Blaylock and Bach, and they have such a good, they're well coached, and they play the game the right way, and but for us, I mean, I can't be more proud of these guys and what they showed. They just persevered through it, and we had some adversity there, and obviously not having Caleb tonight hurt us. It hurt our rotations, and not having another rebounder, just a big defender down there. But I mean, we just fought. We kept fighting. They kept believing. They kept just being the high character players that they are. And they just made enough plays. They didn't make any mistakes. They played perfect basketball. When they had to make a three, they made a three. When they had to make a free throw, they caused turnovers when we needed. I mean, I just can't be more proud of this team. I just kept saying, hang in there. Really didn't. I mean, sometimes you don't say much. One thing that we do is sometimes my timeouts, you have 20 guys talking, and we try to get the engineers to talk. And so sometimes we got a lot of guys talking, and but I mean, we just said let's keep fighting, keep fighting the fight, and just somebody make a play. That's basically what we said. And obviously we're trying to press, do some things there. We're always trying to get our matchups right and trying to do things, and obviously they made some mistakes, but again, obviously it was caused by our players.
As far as big shots go, I don't ever feel like I'm putting the team on my back or anything like that. My team is a huge part of how I get my shots. I can't thank Gokul, Sani, Khan, all those guys enough for creating the way they do for me. I mean, it just goes back to I just get a lot of shots up. I shoot well because they make me better, honestly. And I just have to have the confidence to capitalize on the opportunities that my team provides for me.
I mean, when I got up to the line, I knew if it was any of the other four guys up on the court on that line, I would have absolute faith in them making those free throws, and I knew they had faith in me, so I just got up there, cleared my mind, knocked them down.
I had absolute faith in him.
Yeah, I mean, those last 2 minutes of regulation, we got in a hole. They made some big shots, and then we kind of just picked up the intensity. We're not known for our defensive intensity or ball pressure, but I mean, we got a few hands on the basketball, got some steals, some turnovers, and we capitalized on the opportunities. Luke hit a big shot, Sonnefeld got an and one. I made a layup, and so we kind of just clawed ourselves back through our defensive by pressing. Maybe they weren't expecting it because we never press, but I mean, it worked out. Yeah, I mean, that's usually just a thing generally, when I'm playing, I guess, throughout the whole year, I try to guard, one of their shooters or one of their best offensive players. Coach has faith in me to go out there and guard the best player and then, come out and produce on the offensive end. And I really like it. It's a challenge. I mean, it pushes myself, and I think that, to be a good basketball player, 50% of the game is offense. So if you want to be a good basketball player, you got to play defense really well. It doesn't go in the stat book, but I mean, it's crucial to your team winning. So I really like that responsibility and challenge. Defense is a tough issue. I mean, it's really five guys, because you could have four, all-world defenders and one guy who, can't play defense, and you're not going to be a very good defensive team. I got the faith of my teammates who, we got great big men, great perimeter defenders. And, my mindset when I go out in defense is, to be very aggressive, let my instincts kind of play its course. And, I know that if I do that, I'm going to get, some tips, some hands on the ball. And when that happens, the offense gets worried, and, they're really cautious about it. So just to generate that pressure and, be on the back of, the offensive mind, have them worried about something, that's kind of my mindset going into, the defensive side of basketball.
Well, I mean, obviously, just the game in general was just unbelievable, and obviously, we've had some great teams here and great players, and I think there's one acknowledgement that Gokul, Khan, and Caleb are the all-time win leaders in 4 years. I think, I don't know what it is, 97 or 98. Yeah, I think it's 98. So, obviously we've had some great runs, but also they're going to the NCAA tournament. Gokul's been in the NCAA tournament 4 years in a row. And I mean, obviously for me personally, but I'm always about the players. It's their team, it's their win, You know, my job is just to put them in a position to win the game and let them go, and you know, that's what we do. So you know, I can't say enough about what they have accomplished and what they mean, and Gokul, you know, coming here, and you know, Shrep, and just recruiting these players to come to study, you know, at Mines is, you know, because obviously, you know, don't forget academics is number one here, and the academics is number one with these guys too. So, and they're just, you know, they're outstanding students, and you know, to recruit players to come here, and then obviously to graduate, and then to be educated by our distinguished faculty is, you know, it's a privilege for me.